When Babylon conquered Jerusalem, the king commanded his officials to bring the best and brightest young men of Judah to serve in the royal palace. Among them was a young man named Daniel. Daniel's name meant, "God is my judge." But in Babylon, they tried to give him a new identity. They renamed him Belteshazzar, which means Bel protect his life, invoking a Babylonian god. This was more than a name change. It was an attempt to erase Daniel's faith and replace it with loyalty to idols. He was offered the king's food and wine, rich delicacies from the royal table. But Daniel knew this food was offered to false gods. To eat it would mean defiling himself before the Lord. So Daniel purposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat. In a land far from home, surrounded by pressure, Daniel stood firm. He refused to compromise, even in something as simple as food, because his loyalty belonged to God alone. Later, Daniel's 3 friends, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abed-Nego, faced their own test of faith. King Nebuchadnezzar built a massive golden statue and commanded everyone to bow before it. Anyone who refused would be thrown into a blazing furnace. But when the music played and the crowd bowed, these 3 men stayed standing. They said to the king, "We will not serve your gods, nor worship the golden image which you have set up. Our God is able to deliver us, and even if he does not, we will not bow." Furious, the king ordered the furnace to be heated 7 times hotter. They were bound and thrown in. But inside the fire, something miraculous happened. The king rose in shock and cried, "Did we not cast 3 men bound into the fire? Behold, I see 4 men walking in the midst of the fire, and the 4th is like the Son of God." God didn't just save them. He walked with them in the fire. These stories are not just ancient history. They're a blueprint for how to live today. Daniel refused to compromise, even with food. His friends refused to bow, even if it cost their lives. They were not conformed to Babylon. They were transformed by truth. Just like Paul writes in Romans 12:2, "Be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." In our modern world, we too are surrounded by pressure to blend in, to forget who we are, to trade holiness for comfort, and truth for acceptance. But like Daniel and his friends, we must purpose in our hearts to remain faithful. Even when the world gives us new names, even when the furnace is burning, even when no one else is standing, God is with us in the fire. And when we stand for him, he stands with us.